Hello, everyone. It's Tuesday. I'm Chad.
And I'm Ben.
All right. We're here with the Tuesday tip of the week. Thank you for joining us. We are coming to you live from the Golf Leadership Academy. Having said that, a lot of you at home this summer, you're going to have shots that are wildly inconsistent. Short, long, chunks, blades, right, left. It happens to all of us. Having said that, a lot of you are blaming your golf swing as the culprit, when in fact, excessively tight or mismanaged tension could be the problem. So Ben, how could we help our friends around Metro Detroit get better control of what their ball's doing just through this tension idea?
Yeah, it's quite fascinating. When we talk to all of you, when you come to the Golf Leadership Academy, there's usually one thing that you all have in common. When we ask you what you do when you play your best golf, one of the answers that we always get is, I feel really relaxed, it's smooth, there's no tension. I usually play pretty good after a couple beers. Well, that's because you're relaxed. But the question that you have to ask yourself is, are you training this skill when you're practicing on your own? And the answer to that for most of you is going to be, no. I just never thought about it, but that is what allows me to play my best golf. So maybe I should consider training this skill.
Right. So it's a fascinating thing that like 10 folks out of 10, everybody will describe that same experience. And then if everybody says the same thing, we're all agreeing that being more relaxed and more fun helps us. How are we training it? What are we doing about it is the question.
So we are going to explore a bunch of different ways to manage tension. We're going to use our 1 to 5 scale like we've talked about in the past. So we are going to commit through the swing basically to different ways to manage tension. So an example of this would be, I'm going to sense my hands on the grip all the way through the swing. So whatever tension level you start with, you're going to try to maintain it all the way through the swing. So your attention needs to be on the grip and it cannot be anywhere else. When your attention is split, what happens is you're not going to have the ability to sense the grip because you're chasing 2 rabbits at the same time. You're going to catch none.
Okay. First way to manage the tension, what would you do to start this process?
Could do what I just said. We could just start with the old grip pressure, right? So it doesn't really matter what you start with. You can play around with all 3. You could do it tight, you could do it soft, you could do it somewhere in between. So what I'm going to do on this first swing is I'm going to go, I'll go with medium. So it's going to be somewhere in between soft and medium grip pressure.
Throughout. So
Throughout,
you could use the language that Ben used, medium, that's great. Slight, mild, severe. You could use 1 to 10 scale. However you do it is cool with us. Wait a minute. Is that going to be enough?
It's got to go. Yep. Oh. Dude. So close.
Okay.
Once again, we're not focused on the outcome.
Okay.
Focused on grip pressure.
So you were just focused on a medium grip there, and that's it. Is that true?
Yeah, nothing more than that.
Okay, so is that how it feels when you hit your best shots?
Pretty similar, yeah.
All right, very good. So like Ben had said, you could go firm, medium, soft. You're going to have to run these experiments to find out what works best for you, and please withhold judgment. You might find out that sometimes we've seen firm grip pressure work better for people. So there's no right or wrong.
All the time.
Okay, so what's a second way you could help people experience different levels of tension or softness or what have you?
One of my other favorites is, we should have brought a potato chip with us. But one of the things that you can do is you could actually keep your jaw open through the swing. So your jaw has more nerve endings than any other place in your body, so it's the first place tension is going to reside. So what I'm going to do in this next experiment, I'm just going to try to keep my jaw soft or my mouth open all the way through the swing. A really fun way to do this at home would be grab a potato chip out of the pantry, throw it between your teeth, see if you can make a swing without breaking it.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, it's not that easy.
All right, so a softer, more relaxed jaw. The idea of holding this potato chip in between your teeth without breaking it. Let's see what happens. That went free.
That was pretty free.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Boom. All right.
A little off that time.
Grip pressure, managing your grip pressure is one way. Softening up everything up top, different way.
I'm going to feel like my arms are cooked spaghetti. So I'm just going to feel like there's no tension in those arms.
So we always talk about the free swinging motion. Like how would you have to feel internally to allow yourself to create that free swinging motion, yes?
Yeah.
Cooked spaghetti noodles in this case?
Cooked spaghetti noodles.
I feel more powerful to you?
It just felt soft, so I wasn't, not paying too much attention to the power piece, but definitely felt there's less tension in the hands and the arms, that's for sure.
The ball went farther.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's amazing. You might find that you get a little distance boost on some of these, so you'll be shocked. The ball is the teacher, as we know. it's there for the taking, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
The fourth weight, when we did the flops a couple weeks ago, you had like 62 weights. Huh?
Yeah, that's true.
How many you got now with the tension?
This one's kind of fun, humming externally. So here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to start humming externally. I'm going to try to keep that going all the way through. So if my hum stops, there might be some tension that's maybe introduced in the swing somewhere. Or if my humming goes, you might notice that there's tension being introduced that way as well.
So if it stays the same, there's like just one motion, yeah?
Yeah, it'll probably change a little bit, but the goal is to keep it the same all the way through.
All right, cool.
So you can see that the tone changed maybe just a little bit, but still stayed pretty soft all the way through.
It didn't stop at the ball.
That is true.
So a lot of folks, when we see them do this first time, they'll become very aware that it stops right at the ball. So that is not one motion. That's a hitting, guiding, hearing it. Okay, so what would happen if like putting tension in your body somewhere would be very, very effective. So have you ever experienced just putting more tension on your lead side to see if that could be effective?
Yeah, that's one that kind of kills two birds with one stone for me, because as I put tension in the left leg, it actually moves my divot more forward too. So yeah, 2 for 1 special.
Okay, so putting more pressure, more tension on the lead side is an effective way to put it somewhere. Sound clean?
It was so-so. I mean, I definitely felt the tension there.
Cool.
Just not working today with that one.
No problem, no problem. So play with these activities when you're on the range. You're going to find out what works best for you, and then to give you a way to manage yourself if you're out on the first tee, second tee, so on and so forth, to give you something that's under your control that will help you get more of what you want. Anything you want to add before we sign off?
Just some friendly advice here when you're doing those activities. Remember, just commit to the intention. If you're trying to do something with your swing while trying to manage tension, you're not going to get what it is that you're looking for. So remember, you're always trying to commit to one thing throughout these experiments. See if you can set the swing piece aside and watch the magic happen. You guys will be pleasantly surprised at home what happens to you.
All right. So if you like these videos, go over to YouTube, Golf Leadership Academy, subscribe to our page. We have a whole bunch of videos there that can be helpful as you go through the summer. So we thank you for joining us, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time.